Dear businessmen and participants that joined this online meeting, we resume our sessions on the Cuba Business Forum 2020. Presentations are both in English and Spanish. As of now, you can download them from the events section. You can download a summary of the main ideas addressed. Now we grant the floor to Ana Teresa Igarza Martinez, Director General of the Special Development Zone of Mariel, who will present advances on the Special Development Zone and new investment projects promoted. Stay with us. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning for those who join us from the different corners of the world. I ask you to allow me to remove my mask. Together with our users, we will present the advances of the Special Development Zone throughout 2020, a year that has been marked by the pandemic, but in which all challenges have been transformed into opportunities to continue advancing in the development of our Special Development Zone. The plan of the area of the zone and the urban development plans for the different sectors A and H, plans for the B and G sectors have been added. There are areas that have been previously planned for development and to introduce the new businesses. In terms of infrastructure, we've also continued advancing in the Special Development Zone. We have continued building roads, sewage system, aqueduct, and other utility, including ICTs, and we have worked in the development of the plots for investors, which, as you can see, is double compared to the previous year. All that thanks to our infrastructure enterprises and the construction company that was appointed for this development. And we also are working with Mariel. In terms of the investment, the office closes the year with 7 businesses that are now operational after the completion of the investment process of its final facilities, which has allowed for the incorporation of products that are being sold domestically and that for the future could be exported. We're talking about the production of painting, of diapers, the use of renewable energy sources, but we have also developed, in this year marked by COVID-19, we have worked with service providing entities, and we have incorporated healthcare services from the CUNA clinic, consultancy and advisory and legal advice services, as well as post-office services to ensure connectivity between users and the Special Development Zone. The regulatory framework of the country and the zone have passed new regulations to streamline the work and the links of businesses with the rest of the Cuban economy. Thus, new measures were adopted to incorporate a number of companies as part of the exchange of goods and services. This has allowed for a major volume of resources to be available for the Cuban economy, and throughout this interaction, Cuban companies have also diversified themselves. In terms of containment of the pandemic in the Special Development Zone, has been the healthcare services that has allowed for the smooth operation of the zone without any unnecessary interruption, ensuring the appropriate prevention measures at all levels. All our investors have been permanently accompanied, which has allowed them to stay in Cuba despite the pandemic. Elements raised before have made it possible that we have accumulated so far. Since 2014, the area has 55 businesses approved, including 31 that are already operational, 8 in fully Cuban-owned companies, 30 wholly foreign-owned companies, 15 joint ventures, and 2 international association companies or businesses. 8,560 new jobs have been created, and 11 multinationals are present. In terms of investment areas, we have results not only in the urban development of the zone, and you will listen to some of our customers, and we continue developing the sectors of logistics industry, the food industry, renewable energies, with the operation of several solar energy parks that will provide 59 megawatts per hour of power. Also agribusiness, oil and energy, biotech, and medical devices and equipment. 21 countries are present in the zone, and Spain is the most represented country, and then followed by Italy. And there's also diversity in the number of countries that are already based in the special development zone. The one single window system continues to be an effective tool. In early 2021, the online services will be launched, and this will undoubtedly be an important support for maintaining exchanges in the future. Communication online with our users through different platforms have made it possible to stay in touch despite long distances, so we can continue interacting and working for the development of our business as required. As the Minister of Foreign Trade and Investment well said, we have 34 projects in the basic industries of the zone, which are logistics, pharmacy, biotech, and we are also open to companies that promote exports, which is why the zone is located by a port. These are some of the main elements that we wanted to share with you. I now invite some of our consignors and users to share their experiences with you, and we're open to continue discussing with you through the online forum. Now you have the opportunity of listening to the experiences of users of the Special Development Zone of Mariel. We are joined by Juan Guyin from V. Mariel S.A., Luis Alberto González Hernández, CEO of Richmond de Cuba S.A., El Arnoldo Quintero González, General Manager of Artis, Catalina Alvarez Irgori, Director of the Center of Genetic Engineering and Biotech from Mariel, Andrew McDonald, Executive Director of Mariel Solar Energy, Benoit Cronenberg, President of BDC Tech and BDC Log. As of now, you can ask them questions and make comments on the topics addressed in the space opened to that end since the beginning of this session. morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the presentation on the Industrial Park of Mariel in the Business Forum Cuba 2020. I'm Juan Nguyen, CEO of Mariel, the company that is currently developing this project. Mariel is a corporation incorporated in February 2018 as a Cuban company that is wholly foreign owned, with Vilacera, one of the leading companies in the production of construction materials and development of infrastructure of industrial parks in Vietnam. Today, the Vilacera Corporation has 11 industrial parks that have been developed in the northern and central area of Vietnam, with over 4,000 hectares, and we have over 200 investors from different parts of the world. Several companies are based there, including world-known trademarks. In the project future development, Vilacera has chosen Cuba, specifically the Special Development Zone of Mariel, to establish its first investment outside of Vietnamese territory, given the strategic location of the zone in the center of the Caribbean and South America, including the maritime transportation facilities from the Mariel port to different ports in the Caribbean and South American region, with the development of 156 hectares, which is the concession given for the. We began the opening of the project since November 2018, and the execution began in May 2019 in the northern area of the zone that has over 86 hectares. We have developed an integrated infrastructure. Over 90% of the groundwork has been completed, and over 60% of the infrastructure has been completed, including roads, sewage system, and the groundwork is ready, as well as rainfall drainage system and sewage system. Freshwater supply system is also ready to welcome investors who decide to establish themselves in our park. Parallel to industrial services, we prepare several facilities, including construction services, design, plans, consultancy, and permanent assistance by trained experts to provide better services for our investors. The idea of this development zone created by Mariel is to provide foreign investors to help them out to establish a broad range of industrial services within their plots, so that they're ready to begin their construction works, and accompanied by a system of policy and other tax incentives that are provided to the Special Development Zone by the Republic of Cuba. We hope that our services will be advantageous, and we hope that Mariel becomes an interesting destination for foreign investors wishing to establish themselves in Cuba. On this basis, we now have approved 3 investors with an amount of over $13 million, and 2 of them have already been approved by the Cuban government to begin their investment process. And we will prepare a platform for medium and small size enterprises, and we have some facilities that are already built so that once they come, they can begin operations without having to waste time in construction work. We hope that with our experience as investors in the special development zone and our over 20 years of experience in the development of industrial parks in Vietnam, we can provide you with top quality professional services and competitive prices for you to establish in Cuba and contribute to the economic development of Cuba. And we rely on foreign investors for the success of our company, Mariel. Thank you very much.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. I'm a representative of Rich Meat from Cuba, who have a company that produces some meat products, and we have been about 1 year operating in the Cuban market. Our main style is the production of meat byproducts. We were created in the year 2015. And we are one of the leader companies in producing these meat products. We are making this production, and we're also concerned about taking our products to the geo market, most of all to be able to commercialize these products in Cuba. We are a company that started 1 year ago with a production of about 200 tons of meat products. After 1 year of production today, we have about 800 tons production and about 80 to 90 workers in our payroll. And we are also, by the way, a company which more than anything is based on developing some challenges, contributing with the sustainable development in Cuba and consolidating something which is important in our chain of production, which has production present in the national companies. We have been developing different programs in our company so we can promote the purchasing and national development of these kind of products. We have been also developing a margin of national integration, substituting for imports, trying to make the Cuban market to be more than anything a product or a place of production with this kind of national production or domestic production. We are facing a challenge at these times because we know that we have in our hands the need and also the responsibility to introduce our products in this market, given that they are commercialized in the Cuban market, and we are committed to guarantee the quality of our products, and we are also to assure the food quality of the market and the population. We have as well been facing the challenge of producing more than 50 tons, and we had a system and we were able to be be able to produce about our creating a place or land work to be able to produce 600 or to work in 600 square meters and to be able to increase the production in our company. We would like as well to speak about the intention of our company to consider sustainability related to the possibility of generating employment and also to have this production chain to integrate our products in the national market. We are likewise a company which is totally committed to produce about more than 200 tons, and as I said, we have reached about 1,000 tons production. Next year, our plant is planning to introduce a new quality control plan to reach the consumers. We are concerned about having a system of critical points so that the product, one way or another, be having more quality certifications for its consumption. At present, we have an expedite response for these responsibilities. We have the plant working 24-hour day, and we also have some shifts, labor shifts in 3 different shifts. We have been distributing our staff. We have protocol, hygiene protocols in facing the pandemic, and was difficult to operate because of the increase we have in our factory. And we had this situation in the midst of this pandemic, and we had to operate even in these conditions, not only in Cuba but also in other parts of the world, and we have to implement a COVID protocol so that the workers were able to reach a place and to be confident in working in our company, taking care of their health conditions. We have the offer of new products, and we have been strengthening our production, and we are as well fostering the production of national products and also products that might be considered as meat byproducts. I would like to thank you all. We would like to then invite you all to ask any question. Please be free to do so. We're here to clarify your doubts. Thank you very much. Good morning. My greetings to all participants and guests to this forum. My name is Arnoldo Quintero. I'm the General Manager for Avances SA Industry and a user of the Special Zone of Development in Mariel Port. We have recently finished an investment process by the month of March of this year, so we are not able to exchange with all the participants here how the construction of the factory have been taking place, as well as the operation programs we have so far. We have a video that illustrates all these points, and we would like to share that video with you. And by the end, we would be more than pleased to answer any question or clarify any doubts related to our products. Good morning, everyone. As the prior guests said, I would like to thank all the participants in this entrepreneurial forum, either to the customers or to anyone participating here. I'm Catalina Alvarez. I'm a Director General of the Genetics and Engineering Center in biotechnology in Mariel. Our company was created in the year 2016. We have an investor, the Biotechnology and Genetics Center, working together with Biotech and also working with BioCuba Pharma. We are creating kind of pharmaceutical company with high technology. So at this point, we are in the investment process with a social mission to develop and produce, as well as commercializing biotechnological products. We are having an estimated of staff about 400 workers with us, and we are located in the A3 sector of the Special Development Zone in Mariel Port, and we have a parcel of 6.5 hectares. Our products at this point in the complex are the result of more than 30 years of research in the Biotechnological and Generic Center, and we are producing protokinase, which is a compound against hemorrhoidal thrombosis, as well as hepatitis C vaccines, and some oncological products are Everferon, which is used, among other uses, to treat skin cancer, and we are having some other drugs for doing prevention in coronavirus. And in our complex, as I said before, located in going through investment, we are planning to have quality control labs to do analytical, microbiological, chemical and physical, as well as biological trials, and we have 8 different buildings. We are about to finish the construction of 4 other buildings, and we are planning to end by June 2021 to start our operations in December 2021. We are thinking about the starting of some equipment, and we are also planning the physical investment, considering construction and modular components which are linked to the creation of hospitals and some other production centers in the world that have been able to finish their construction in a record of time to face the pandemic. Today, we are assembling all these plans, as well as doing some engineering projects, and by April next year we are planning to finish the building, the total constructions, to be able to start all this group of equipment and systems, as the boilers, the electronic equipment, the air conditioning systems. And I just wanted to share with all the participants in this forum, with all the guests which are attending this forum, which has been the main reasons we have been considering to invest in the Mariel Special Development Zone, and to also invite some other companies from our sector to also deploy some investment in this area. First of all, we are doing this research and development, and to develop new products which are not been enough throughout the years. We are also having new labs for clinical trials to be able to develop them not only in Cuba but also overseas, and we are also investing in Mariel because we are satisfied with the possibility of making investment in some different areas, and to link production, society, and the Cuban health system to achieve in the shortest period of time a number of drugs to be used by our population, and to be able to have as well some exporting levels or exporting capacities to create new conditions for our country. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm really grateful for this opportunity in this business forum to make a presentation on my company. I'm the CEO of the BDC Tech and BDC Log companies, chairman of these companies. Before getting into details, I'm going to give you a brief introduction on BDC International and our background. It started more than 30 years ago in Santiago with a water treatment plant, and throughout the years we have been working on the industrial sector, including mining, pharmaceutical industries, and the supply of equipment and also disposables. Throughout the years, we've also been able to engage with the automobile sector by providing technical assistance to construction equipment and engineering equipment. But after 2015 and this initiative of Mariel Development Zone, we decided to engage in establishing two branches. One is BDC Tech and the other one BDC Log. And for 2021, we will be really happy to introduce an expansion of our two branches. BDC Tech is a company which focuses on providing services to the domestic industry and some other countries. First, with the design, production, assembly, starting up services of electrical boards, and we've also been focusing on other services required by industries such as gas, liquid gas, and as well as the design, assembly in workshops and assembly of water treatment systems. This is one of our workshops. They are assembling the electric boards. You can see the engineers designing water treatment systems. Below you can see a water treatment system. This is a work with Dominican Republic. This is a picture of part of our staff. And throughout time you can see how we started with 15 persons, and today we have more than 53 colleagues, including engineers, administrative staff. We have a great team, and it is in line with our plan. And this also includes an export side. Now we have here, we can see here some of our customers, our clients, our satisfied clients, including domestic and international clients. This is the second branch of BDC International. This is BDC Log. As you can see by its name, it's focused on logistics, and it has three divisions. The first one focuses on logistics, comprehensive logistics and cargo transportation services, storage and distribution at selling points, outlets. The second one is focused on the leasing of technological equipment. You can see in the screen Some of our technological equipment could be for construction or light vehicles. But for providing technical services, specifically the industry and maintenance. On the top you can see one of our trucks from our fleet, and below you can see the new workshop for light vehicles. Here you can see some of the facts and figures on the progress as to sales and the fleet of vehicles with an important presence in this country. I would like to convey some positive spirit and our desire to continue working, especially throughout these difficult times. We still want to invest and find new opportunities in the market. This is a project to double the size of this plant to cover new markets. For example, for fire detection and intruder alert systems. We are looking for partnering with other sources, just as the university or the construction office of Mariel. In the case, this was the case of BDC log. I would like to say that we are also doubling the size, the extension of this plant, and we are trying to introduce new marks with storage, grouping and degrouping, customs service. This is one of our ways to looking for new opportunities. Thank you very much for your attention. With these presentations on Mariel Special Development Zone, we conclude this opening session of this Business Forum 2020. We open the floor for questions and answers. We thank you very much for your attention, and we invite you to join us on the coming sessions. Thank you very much.